Hello, lovely people. Welcome to episode 3 of the Gehenna Principle entitled Stained. Thank you, Nerds with Dice, for having us on their lovely channel. Um, this Tuesday, right here on the channel, you can join us for a Rifts Ballad of Fates special side shot at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then this Thursday is the last episode of Calling All Heroes, New Athenians, before the finale charity stream Saturday, August 14th, starting at noon Eastern with Scions of the Southwest on So Maddie Games. They are raising money for Fair Fight, a voter rights charity organization. And in addition to that, there is a merch link in chat, as well as the Twitter bio of the Nerds with Dice channel, that you can go check out some cool merch. But without further ado, I am Rowan. I am your storyteller this evening, and the foreseeable evenings as well. Uh, guiding our 10th generation kindred here through the streets of San Francisco. We are down one Rue today, our resident note taker, so I will be doing that in his place, maybe. Uh, my pronouns are they, she, and I'm excited to tell this story with the rest of my cool folks here, including Julio.
Hi, I'm Julio. Pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Teodoro, who is a Hakata clan uh, zombie vampire. And yeah, it's
And
going to. We're going down or we're going diagonal?
let's go to our good friend Cleric.
Hello, I'm Cleric. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Irene, whose pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. And for the first time on the Gehenna Principle, let's welcome Velvet. Yay!
Dark greetings, morsels. Thank you for having me. I'm Velvet, Diablerie enthusiast, and known silly Wunderkind. Please address me as such. I use favorite pronouns, as does my character, Immaculada Mandragon, of Clan Zamisi.
Yay. Um, Last time on the Gehenna Principle, I'm gonna do my best recap. Rue, this one goes out to you. Our kindred had a little meeting well, before that, um, we had a little encounter with a unnamed individual in the basement of the Brimstone Club, where our dear friend Sona was staked right through the heart, entered torpor, and has been uh, resting in Teo's guest bedroom. Uh, after a conversation with a lot of threats, we found out that this person had previously been working with the deceased Adam Kang, former member of the Coterie, um, to uncover some sort of plot related to the rising number of Thin Bloods in the city, under the assumption that the Brimstone Club was being used as a sort of thin blood factory. Uh, our kindred went to get some rest so that they didn't explode during the daytime, because, sun does that, unfortunately. And from there, we had a little run-in with one Caius Sinclair, uh, kindred out of the great city of Cleveland, Ohio, who'd been brought here upon the prince's request. Um, Caius offered to our coterie a hypothetical opportunity to hold high positions in a sort of new order in which the current prince didn't need to be involved, hypothetically. On was given a day to think on it. They went to the library to do some research on the Roman Group LLC and their parent company Atrium, the owners of the Brimstone Club, where they found out that the Roman Group is really fake. They're some shell company of a shell company of a shell company, who does not do any of the things that they say they actually do, and instead simply owns 3 properties in the city of San Francisco, one of which is the Brimstone Club. The other 2 are currently unidentified. But with the help of our good friend Greg the Nosferatu, Greg the Millennial Nosferatu, they were able to favorite NPC I've ever created.
Thanks, Greg.
Shout out to you, Greg. They were able to find out that Atrium was founded by one Mr. Caius Sinclair in the year 1912, and was run by him until his death. And that is where we left off. Our group having gained a variety of new information, with several meetings ahead of them. You do still have the phone number for the person you met at the Brimstone Club, who was identified for you as one Amber Lang by our friend Greg. And you do have a meeting with Caius on the morrow. So, what would you like to do? Zara is still like back on the other side of the wall, staying as far away from the computers as he possibly can.
Shall we contact this Amber Lang?
Sure. As long as they don't try to fucking kill us again, I think that sounds fine.
They wouldn't do that.
They're a wild card.
I don't know, Irene. I feel that you are more skilled with words than I am. I think this is on you.
Do we have to do the text?
No, I mean, you could just call them.
Oh, yes. I forgot, yes. All right, Greg, can you do that for me? Can you make us a phone call?
I mean, yeah?
Wonderful.
You do know how to make a phone call, right?
I have other people to do that for me. Okay, I do know how to make a phone call. I just want you to do it, all right? I don't like, there's a lot of numbers.
All right, give me your phone. He'll like take your phone and put in the numbers and hit call and just hand it to you.
And I put it on speaker.
Rings a couple times. You get an answer. Hello. I assume
Hello.
this is I think this is Adam's friends.
Yes, this is they. We're calling because we think that maybe we should have a little chat. I know that's why you gave us your phone number, so I thought that would be okay.
I agree. I think that's a good idea. Right, all right. Neutral location?
Greg's house?
Who's Greg?
Sorry, not Greg's house.
Okay. I still don't know who the fuck Greg
Do you
is.
want to go
anyways.
to a Waffle House? Are there Waffle Houses in this?
Yeah,
No.
we can go to a Waffle House.
No.
There's no Waffle Houses here?
I don't think there are.
I don't know. You know, in my research on San Francisco, I didn't think to check if they had Waffle Houses.
I would be willing to put money down on no Waffle Houses in San
No.
Fran.
Yeah,
They do.
That's the most neutral location I know.
there are no Waffle Houses on the West Coast.
Waffle House is a very aggro place. There are other eateries that are more
Yeah,
neutral.
I think
Yeah, but are they
Denny's is there.
24/7?
Is there an IHOP or Denny's here?
Yeah, I mean that is beef city too. IHOP is pretty neutral though.
Denny's is beef city.
The sentence I didn't expect to hear.
Or do you want to go behind the Wendy's? What's neutral to us?
I would
I
say
just-
Wendy's and IHOP are pretty neutral.
I just don't want to invite you to our secret compound. Jesus Christ. Sure, Wendy's. Why not? Hashtag not sponsored.
Fantastic. I'll see you at the Wendy's in half an hour.
No,
Wonderful.
no. Which
Goodbye.
Wendy's? Which Wendy's? This is a
The
city
Wendy's.
of millions of people. There's several
I-
Wendy's.
The Wendy's. The closest Wendy's. Where is she? Where is Wendy?
Okay, let's go to the Wendy's on like 5th.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
You could have just
Hangs
said
up.
that.
At 176 Gateway Boulevard.
Did you look up a real?
Yeah, it's South San Francisco near downtown.
I love you,
Okay,
Julio.
we're going to the Wendy's at 176 Gateway Boulevard.
Yes.
You hang up, and Zara will speak up and say, all right, I have to attend to something, personal. I will meet back up with you when I can. If you need me, just look for the circus. I don't have a phone.
We know.
Stay
Please.
safe.
I will make no such promises. But I will expect you to do the same. And they will nod and whoop, walk out. I don't know why that was the sound I did, but oh well. The sound that Greg Storm makes. And we are going to go ahead and flash sideways over to one Amber Lang, who hangs up the phone and turns to look over at a group of people, one of which is our newest friend. Do you want to describe your character, Velvet?
Sure. Immaculada really stands out because it's a Samizi. Faye has taken great pains to adopt a striking appearance. Faye is pretty tall, around 6 footish, and basically just looks like Lady Dimitrescu, but bronzed and wears black instead of white.
Very good. Snow will look at you and say, "Okay, I would appreciate it if you could come with me on this one. These people are a lot, and I
Define a lot. A lot overwhelming like the rest of our elders, or a lot like you lot?
no, not a whole lot like us. Very, I don't. They're old. Like they act like it.
Ah,
I don't know. Maybe you can speak their language. Or like
I-
intimidate them. You're good at that. They didn't seem very
it
intimidated
comes
by
with the
me.
territory.
Yeah, they didn't seem very intimidated by me, despite all the stabbing. So
Sounds good. I would like to get this underway then.
all right. They will. Two of you can head out to a car. Snow will drive, and head off to the Arby's or Wendy's. Where do we go? I forget
Wendy's.
already.
Wendy's.
The Wendy's. Okay.
Listen, I'm
Arby's
gonna need to look at a whole
24/7.
other set of disciplines if we're going to Arby's.
Yeah.
Don't confuse me like that.
And head off to the Wendy's. Let's see. Let me roll a die and see who arrives first.
I don't know if you all established vehicle transitions, but I would very much request that it's like the color pinwheel like Super Friends used to have. Diddle, diddle.
Ooh, that's nice.
Absolutely. Or the old the Adam West Batman.
Yeah, it's like meanwhile at the
Yeah.
Legion of Doom.
um, Irene and Tio, you are the first to arrive at this Wendy's. You pull up. Are you going in or around the back? I think around the back is what we had settled on.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably for the best. Um, and if there's anything you want to do, there's about 5 minutes or so before these other two arrive. Anything you wanted to do to prep? Doesn't have to be though.
Probably.
All right.
Got a vantage point actually.
What's up?
I'm gonna see if there's like a good like hiding spot.
Yeah. Do you want like to be above to look down, or
Yes.
just behind something? Yeah. You're kindred. You can easily get on top of the Wendy's if you would like. No one says anything.
Normal day at the Wendy's.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
This
had a
is
lot of
nice.
rendezvous at Wendy's parking lots, but never a Wendy's roof. So
Listen, the people here don't get paid enough to give a shit.
Are we both going on the roof? Teo,
That's up
would
to
like
you.
that?
No, just Teo.
All right, I'll stay
Gonna
behind the
keep an
pack.
eye
I'll put
out.
out some scented candles, because it smells like shit.
It smells like old Wendy's. Just throw it in the dumpster. And our other two arrive pulling up in a black like Hummer. It's tricked out. It has the front of it is reinforced so that it can hit things very hard if it needs to. And Snow and Immaculata will step out.
Immaculata will step out mid-argument. Like, how much horsepower did you say that thing has? You know, back in the old country, I had a black carriage and it would drag me everywhere on 12 horses.
That's 12. That's so inefficient. We have cars now. You can just use a car. It's faster and you don't have to like feed
See,
it.
but it's not a striking.
Well, sure, but it's effective. You can't ram very well with a horse. You'll break the horse.
Why would you need to ram? Find someone with potence. See, that's your problem. Have no concept of image. That's why no one's scared of you.
All right. That's just hurtful.
It's supposed to.
Okay. Two of you step out, and you see just Irene standing there. And the person you met earlier with the big coat looks around and goes, "Where's the rest of your coterie?"
Well, one is stabbed, so they're in
Well-
bed.
Yeah, we know. I know that.
Yes, but it still counts.
Okay.
The other one is clowning around somewhere, and Teo's here. It's not my division to really.
Mhm.
Teo's on the roof.
I didn't really.
I'm sorry, they asked me. It's kind of awkward. And it doesn't look cool, me just standing down here by myself in front of a dumpster surrounded by Bath and Body Works candles.
Just
I
have
think it
those
looked
on
kind
you.
I thought it looked kind of cool.
Is this a joke? Like from the War in the Stars? Because he has the high ground? I thought that the other day for the first time.
Wait,
No, I'm keeping an eye open for any signs of trouble.
wait, did you watch the other ones?
I don't know. I happened to wander by and I heard the bearded one go. No, not the bearded one, the smooth one go. I have high ground.
Not important. Okay. It is. I'm glad that you decided to come and meet us. My name is Snow. This is Immaculata. Faye is one of our allies. Was working with Adam as well. We have information. I talked to my boss. We have information we'd like to share with you. We'd like to work together. But Z is a little hesitant of, well, trusting you. We might have been surveilling you, and we saw your meeting with Sinclair. We want to know what that was about.
The limo?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really call that a meeting, would you, Teo?
It's barely.
It's
Do
more
you
like a
wanna-
ride share.
Do you want to come down? I know where you are now.
Ugh, he jumps down.
Would I know who Sinclair is?
Yes, you would know the name Caius Sinclair. He is a kindred from Cleveland, of a rather of a lot of status out in the Midwest. Not so much here, but he is here at the personal request of the prince.
For the record, I wasn't up there for you. I was keeping an eye out for trouble. There's been a lot of it lately.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. What was your meeting about?
Yeah. It was, Irene?
Okay, we saw a very attractive man in a limo, and obviously we got in the limo.
As
And
one does.
as I'm sure you would do as well. Being vampires, assumedly of taste, and he propositioned us for a second actual meeting, not in a limo, I assume, and that's all, really.
Will you make a da, 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 manipulation subterfuge roll?
Absolutely.
Meetings about having meetings are my least favorite kind of meetings. Just tell me whatever it is the first time.
Truly. Yeah, Snow absolutely does not believe that is all your meeting was about.
4 successes.
Okay, well that's pretty damn good. So they'll stand there for a sec, staring at you, and go, "Okay." And Snow will like turn to Immaculata and like motion for Faye to like lean down so that she can whisper in your ear.
Alright, I'll do so.
Okay, so Caius might be involved with what's going on. Adam was suspicious of him, which makes me suspicious of them, but not enough to. Do we take them back? What do you think? I'm wary, but we need allies.
We
Are
might
you
as
guys
well
seriously
throw it here.
whispering right in front of us? We're standing right here.
It's, we can hear you.
They wanted to whisper. I don't care.
All right.
They don't trust you because you hang out with Shady Sinclair. But we need people.
We don't hang out with Shady Sinclair. Sinclair, pull this aside.
All right, see, there's no problem. They're not friends.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I would hang out with Shady Sinclair if given the opportunity, but it has nothing to do with any underlying reasons. It's very superficial.
I would second that.
Yes.
I respect the candor.
Or third it, depends on how you want to think of it.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Right. Okay. Um. Okay. Will you follow us, please?
Okay.
Are we going to the drive-through?
No. Back to our base. Meet the rest of our people.
Oh, Irene, they have a base, and they have people.
All right.
But do they have a Greg?
and my Colada's like, when they say I have people.
I don't. Again, I don't know who Greg is.
Then it's for the best. Let us continue.
What is a Greg?
Greg is far too powerful for your imaginations to
A
grasp.
master of the Book of Faces. A true sorcerer.
Wait, is he a face witcher or is he a witch?
I told you, inconceivable. We
All right.
cannot comprehend.
All right. So we'll get back in their car. Just wait.
Yes. Get in the car.
Alright.
Or, I mean, I'd imagine I drove us here too.
Yeah, they did. They're like, she's doing the
Yeah.
follow me in your car thing.
He gets in their car and then like gets back out and gets his own car.
You open the door and get in, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get in your own car."
My own car, yes.
You're just gonna leave your car parked behind the Wendy's?
I have more. But you're right.
Of course you do. Okay.
I'll just
Um,
follow.
She will take you along down the streets to this like small, like 3-story office building that looks relatively abandoned, and we'll park behind. Sorry, one second. Okay, we'll park behind said building. Gets out, goes up to a back door, like punches in a code, and swings the door open. And all right, please take any weapons off your person, leave them in your vehicle, and then you may come up.
Takes out his big knife and slams it on the dashboard.
Thank you.
Proceeds to take off his trench coat. You can tell it's extra weighted. Probably some other stuff in there. Bends down, takes another knife out of boots. Lastly, he takes off his belt, which is just a chain, and tosses it back in the car.
All right, Aragorn.
Irene
Sorry
just
for-
walks in.
I was saying, yeah. Does Irene carry weapons? I don't.
What would be the point with this person packing so hard?
That's a good point. Seems a little redundant. She leads you up a like very dimly lit stairwell up to the 3rd floor of this building, which opens up into a somewhat ramshackle, put together little like headquarters kind of. There is a couple computers over on a wall, running some like facial recognition program, and a cork board up against one wall with a lot of string on it that you can very clearly tell Adam put together. There's a little like fridge over in the corner, presumably with some blood in it. and you see sitting at the computer, um, staring at the faces on this program flash by is a you can smell everyone in here is kindred. Um, uh, this white like young like high high 20 something dude with like so like slick back like kind of greasy hair, wearing a long black coat and a big like cross necklace, um, and then sitting at a table with like a conference phone on it and a bunch of paper spread over it, is a uh, person, uh, uh, black skin, like a sharp looking suit, um, bald head, um, looking through papers. And Z looks up at you when you come in and says, okay, good, you're here. There's supposed to be more of you.
Well, you're getting what we give you.
Wonderful. Okay. Nods to Snow and Immaculata. Thank you. So my name is Imani. Um, I'm in charge here. I don't know if I can trust you, but you seem to be the only option we have right now, and we desperately need allies in the Camarilla. Sound
For what?
Yeah.
it's the right question. As you will go back and sort of stand in front of this corkboard, hands behind Z's back, and say, we were working with your coterie mate Adam to unravel a sort of conspiracy here in the city. There is a group called, as far as we can tell, they are called the Brotherhood.
Creative.
They,
Terrible name.
I didn't come up with it. It's honestly, when you think about it, it's not that bad. It's identifiable without actually telling you who they are. Anyways, they're here in the city, stirring up trouble between the Camarilla and the Sabbat, and well, the Anarchs want nothing to do with it, but there are a couple of us here who think it would be bad if another sect war broke out. So we would like to put a stop to it. Before your friend died, he was on to something about a growing number of thin bloods in the city here. Um, under the Adam was under the impression that it had something to do with the Brotherhood, but we never got to speak to him about it before, well, you saw what happened. We took what we could from his notes, but some of them are impossible to decipher, and it looks like not all of them are here, or he didn't write everything down. But that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, so you robbed our friend's house and left his corpse strewn out all over the apartment.
We retrieved valuable information from our partner.
Mm.
His
And then
body
just left his corpse there.
had no need for it.
Wonderful friends.
I mean, common decency.
He was your friend. He was my ally.
Semantics. Okay.
I'm here to stop a war breaking out, not to make friends.
Well, maybe if you made more friends, there'd be less of wars breaking out. Just food for thought.
Imani turns to Immaculata and Snow and says, "I'm sorry. These are the people who are here to help us."
Listen, you got the hot ones, not the smart ones.
I mean, you know the Camarilla is soft. I'm from the Sabbat. Most of my best friends have tried to kill me, and then I kill them.
The Sabbat. I,
Which, by the way, all these sin bloods running around, they're the new shovelheads.
The what?
Cannon fodder.
Mantapuru.
listen, as much of a pain in the ass as the Camarilla are, the Sabbat are a whole different breed.
That we are. That we are.
Okay. Imani walks over to the table and starts pulling things out. And holds up a stack of papers and hands it out to you and says, "You're welcome to go over. These are what we could recover of Adam's notes. You're welcome to go over them if you would like. The gist of it, though, is that this group, the Brotherhood, whoever they are, we are currently working on trying to identify their leaders. But whoever they are here to cause trouble. They are stirring up anti-Camarilla sentiment amongst the Sabbat, and if it's true that they are manufacturing thin bloods, then one can only assume that, as our dear Sabbat friend here put it, they are going to use them as some sort of cannon fodder in a war. I think that would be bad for this city, right?
I mean, they are thin bloods. I could
Yes.
probably take at least 50 of them myself. Um, might be fun. But overall, I can see how this is probably bad for business.
Yes, overall, this would be bad for business. As appreciative of as I am in your sense of self ability, we're not talking 50 or so, we're talking 500 or so over the course of the last year. That's our best estimate, assuming this doesn't go back further. Not to mention the danger this poses to the masquerade.
Hmm.
Can't be the only one who thinks this is an issue. And the guy
You are
over at
correct.
the guy over at the computer raises his hand. He's like, "No, I think it's an issue too." Um, and he's just like, "Shut up, Devlin. I know that." And Devlin puts his hand down.
A Vermintide aside, are you any closer to figuring out who it was that killed Mr. Koenig?
No, frankly, we briefly discussed assuming it was you people.
Yes, we did.
Snow will speak up and say, I told you before, it wasn't us. We were working with Adam. He was our ally.
Lie? Okay. Backstabbing is a thing. Hmm.
I don't
It's
just
okay.
stab everyone.
It's okay. It's just because we suspect it might have been you does not mean you need to take offense to it. I'm
Ugh.
sure if Adam was your friend, you'd think the same way.
But I do take offense to you thinking one of these soggy puppets could have done one of mine in.
I didn't consider that.
I must admit we don't know you very well, so I don't think you should take offense to us not knowing.
But they have a point. These are some soggy puppets.
It's yes, indeed.
A dragon may only be felled by another dragon. That is tradition. And if that wasn't the case with Adam, that makes the rest of us look bad.
All right, so you think sexy man has something to do with it?
Imani will speak up and say, potentially. He's an unknown factor currently, but back in Ohio, he's known for how do I put this? Anyone he doesn't like, you tend to not hear from again.
That seems standard protocol.
Why do they
If-
allow kindred in Ohio of all places? I don't understand this. What is there in Ohio?
I
Cleveland.
truly don't know.
Is that the potato one or the other one?
It's the
Ohio.
corn one.
No, they have the Buckeyes.
The corn and the astronauts. Um, Imani will say, my best guess is that the prince brought Caius in to help lead a sort of Sabbath cleanse of the city or something. End this war before it starts or escalate it further, depending on how effective they are.
Hmm.
Again, though, he is an unknown.
And you think the prince is in on it, then?
I personally, I think the prince is simply trying to defend their city from what they view as the Sabbath threat.
Well,
Our current goals is to figure out who is in charge of the Brotherhood and to find out where they are. If they are producing Thin Bloods by the dozens, then it would make sense that they would have to house them somewhere, correct? For all the people going missing, that's our current goal, find out.
And that is what Adam thought the nightclub was, yes?
Potentially, but from what Snow found, it appears that the nightclub is where they create them, not where they house them.
Mm.
out of character. Did we not
Mhm.
find that out last time?
Yeah, you
We
did
did.
find out that
Okay.
the nightclub is where they are creating Thin Bloods.
Just making
where they're
sure that
where,
we're on the
where-
same level of like, okay,
yeah, where they're
Irene
finding
is being a little
people
sneaky.
just making sure.
where they find people to create them.
And
Can I have a word with Teo for a moment? We're not going to whisper in front of you because we're not a bunch of assholes.
plenty of moments if you'd like.
Thank
We'll be
you.
back.
When they say
Uh,
assholes, I just stare at Amber.
Now, should we tell them about, everything? Or should we keep that to us? How are we feeling here?
I feel it's best if we keep it to us for now.
Indeed.
See where their loyalties actually lie. I'm hard pressed to take them for face value.
Mm.
for good purposes, I feel. Um, but perhaps they did mention that Gaius is a bit of a unknown here. I do believe we have a meeting with Gaius. So, perhaps we can use that meeting to learn more. And if we feel it right at that time, after that, we could share our information with them.
That sounds amenable to me.
Huh.
And the clown doesn't get a say anyhow.
And
If they want to show up and object, they can. But
well, I think we have a plan.
wonderful.
And let's get back in there.
While the two of them step out of the room, Imani will turn to Immaculata and say, "What's your read on them so far? I trust your instincts."
Haven't really gotten a read on the Hecata yet, but the other one seems a pretty typical rose, especially for the Camarilla.
All right, well, we can use that if we have to. Thank you. I know you don't like taking orders from me.
Bold of you to assume I am taking orders. I'm here as it suits me.
Yeah, all right. And the two of you can re-enter. And Snow will look to you and say, "So, figure out what you're gonna do with your little tete-a-tete."
Perhaps we did. Okay. Sorry if that bothered you.
You see, she's about to she puts a hand up and is about to say something, and Imani just looks over and glares daggers at Snow, and she just backs down. So, where do we stand?
I don't know. Seems still rather neutral. No, Irene?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll help you to the best of our abilities, but I don't feel it is wise at this moment to make any sort of official allegiance. Perhaps.
It's okay, we're not officially anything.
Clearly.
Yes. This hideout is quite it's quite something.
Devlin will spin around in his chair and be like, "We're working with the best that we have. It's good enough to get where we've gotten so far."
Irene goes over and pats Devin on the shoulder. "And you're doing a great job, sweetheart."
He swats your hand away. "I don't need this."
But don't touch that bruja. They always have weird wars going on. And I mean bruja, not that bruja.
Yes, that's why I touched the cloth and not the skin.
The
No
cloth
offense.
is what they ward.
Huh. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Go and wash my hands.
And what time is it now?
It is. You've probably got about 2 hours till sunrise. Spent a decent amount of time at Greg's.
Would you look at the time? I suppose we should part now, and then Irene and I will sleep on it and think how we think it over and see how we feel about it, and then perhaps you'll be hearing from us at some point soon.
You know how to contact us.
I'm sure you'll just be watching us anyway.
Yes, we will.
Guess we should put on a show then. Irene?
I do.
Well, Devlin will just give you a little wave as you leave. Uh, that just turns into a middle finger.
Fuck you, Devlin. Fuck you, Devlin.
You.
Devlin's got like the ire all of a sudden. I don't know why. I hate this person so much.
I mean, everyone hates
Fuck
Tremere.
Devlin.
He feels like the discount Greg.
Hey, that must be why. That has to be
Damn.
why.
Ooh, I'm straight for his insecurities.
Ooh.
He doesn't know who Greg is, and yet he desperately wants to be him.
Aw.
He will know.
Alright, the two of you head off to go get some rest, or are there any stops you need to make first?
Yeah, stop by Greg's house, actually.
Alright.
Just adopt Greg into the coterie.
Literally, what's going on right now?
You just stop by Greg's house and like head up and knock. Do you knock on his door?
Oh yeah, just like full like forearm knock against the door.
You hear like, "Jeez, okay, all right." He comes over and opens it. He's like, "Still not done with your friend's computer."
No, it's okay. Grab your stuff. Grab everything you need. You're living with us now. For safety purposes, Greg.
Okay.
We
As
have some
much
news
as
that might shock you, and we feel that it might be better if, we put all of our eggs in a basket. Is that the saying?
yeah, that's a saying.
I'd rather not have you
pull.
spread out where you could
Y'all are
potentially be.
fucking fabulous. I've never seen anyone be
murdered.
this protective of Nosferatu.
Pulls the beanie off and looks at you and goes, "Okay, as much as I appreciate the offer, or what I'm assuming is a
Offer.
command, I have like 200 pounds of computer equipment here that I would need to take with me."
Okay, well, 200 pounds. Okay, that's light. I'll help you out. Let's go.
Okay, I don't have a choice in this, do I?
No, sadly, I'm sorry. Like I said, we have some news, and if a war does break out, I'd prefer you be closer to us than you already
I'm
are.
sorry, did you say a war?
We'll talk about it in the car.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Now you understand.
No, I don't understand anything, but all right, come on. This one for the Zara's not here, right?
The clown's doing clown business.
Okay. Don't want her to wreck my equipment.
I'll set you up in a special office there,
Okay.
the opposite side of the home.
Okay. Okay.
Zara sleeps in the couch.
In the couch.
All right. Do you have beds? Because I like to sleep in a bed.
Oh yes, plenty.
Cool. Right. Fuck. All right. This first, I guess. We'll spend the next like hour or so dismantling Greg's like NSA fucking computer setup and
And we'll help
Yeah.
wherever we can. Which
Yeah.
is not many places.
loading it. There's a lot of him being like, no, nope, not that one. Nope, we need to do that one after this one, or else it's going to break everything. Then he'll go in and grab like 5 or 6 boxes of Cheez-Its, and like shove them in a backpack, and you're like, all right.
Pop everything in the car and start driving. And I feel this would be the time where like we would fill Greg in on everything. Like everything.
Okay. He
That was
just
more of a question for Claire. Should
That's fine.
yeah, he just sits there silently for a minute and goes, okay. I don't suppose you'll let me just like leave the city. Like I hear LA is great. A lot of people, easy to hide this.
Greg, your powers are far too immense. no matter where you travel, you will be followed.
If
That's
not by
horrifying.
someone else.
Well, thank you for that nightmare. Neat. We'll just like reach into a box of Cheez-Its and just shove a mouthful, like shove a handful into his mouth.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
Get home, set him up.
Yeah, Greg will set up all of his computers at your.
He has a special little office on the opposite side of the home.
Is it the corner office though?
Well, yes, it is.
Ooh.
While Greg is setting everything up, Dale writes a sign that says, like, down the hallway, a good, distance, Zara, stay out. Greg's lair.
Ooh.
Greg's like, oh, I've always wanted a lair.
And this is what you wanted to run away from. I don't know if they have any of these for you in LA, but stay with us and we'll take care of you.
Should we give Greg a car?
Hey, whoa.
Ooh.
Slow down.
I'll just take the tram.
I was just thinking we could get bumper stickers.
I'm sorry, what?
We could get bumper stickers. You know those little...
On one of my cars?
On one of your cars for the decal.
No.
All right.
They're fine as they are. You can hold on to the bumper sticker.
We'll talk about this later.
And across town.
I will say real quick before we parted, Immaculata would have given one of you for business card, which is just like the front is two hands like shaping a pottery vase, and the back is the symbol of Clan Zamisi with her address.
Incredible.
Nice. I love it. Imani and Snow and Devlin all sort of take a seat around this table. It's like center like meeting table, and invite you to take the fourth one. And Devlin goes, "Well, I don't like them. They're rude and new, and I don't trust them." He's like holding this cross, like massaging it the whole time. And Snow will be like, "Yeah, I'd like to, for the first time in my life, I would like to second Devlin, and just say that I would very much like to stake them if I could, but I am getting the impression that we're not going to do that, which is a damn shame." And Imani will just slap a hand down on the table and say, "Enough of this. Whether we like them or not is unimportant. It's about whether we can trust them. I'm feeling mixed there. Snow and Immaculata, you've had the most interactions with them of all of us. I would like, and we'll turn to Immaculata and say, I'd like you to be our point person for contact with them. I would have Snow do it, but I need her on another assignment."
It makes sense. Keep the elder on top of the other elders. That's not a euphemism. I will say you are making a big deal of trust. You're forgetting that we are not people. You cannot trust any of us for any reason. You can trust our motives, and I trust our motives that they would like to figure out what it is that happened to Adam. Plus, I don't know about Theo, but I don't think Irene would last in a sect war. So I imagine they're heavily invested in not causing one.
That's a solid piece of advice. Thank you. And I don't know. They, I think she'd manage. The other one, the Hakata would absolutely dominate. Oh, let's hope it doesn't come to that though. Okay, everyone. Go get some sleep. See you all tomorrow night. Devlin, keep the program running. We need to try and find some of these thin bloods if we can. Devlin sort of nods and heads over and sits back down at the computer. I was like, I'll be here for a little bit longer. Don't wait up. And you are free to do whatever you wish.
Assuming I don't have any surgery appointments, I might try to turn over a few rocks myself.
All right. How would you like to go about doing that?
Given that I'm with this outfit, would I have any leads on any, thin blood locales?
The most that they have put together so far is that the Brimstone Club is the primary place that people are disappearing from. It's a big city. People disappear from all over all the time. But the club in particular is where a lot of people go missing from. And they've managed to snag a couple like surveillance photos of people who keep showing up at the club but have yet to identify them. The big question right now is where are the Thin Bloods? So they don't have a whole lot of leads on that,
All right, fair enough.
unfortunately.
All right, I will also go home and prep for the next evening.
All right. Doo-doo-doo-doo. We do make our way to the next night. I think before we get into that, we will take a little break. 5-10 minutes. We'll refill our waters, do some bios and all that. We will see you back here in a second. Don't go anywhere. And we're back with some more kindred nonsense here in San Francisco. A new night brings new adventures as our kindred rise. Um, Greg is a early riser. He is already up at his computer station. He's got two separate like open boxes of Cheez-Its that he's like alternatingly pulling out of to eat. Um, Greg, who is a kindred, by the way, um, for anyone who was wondering,
Too
Yeah,
powerful.
too damn strong.
he likes Cheez-Its. And is has Adam's computer like jury rig plugged into his own setup, and is attempting to recover those lost files for you. Just gives you a little wave. Continues going back to his work.
Greg, how's the progress?
Um, kind of slow going. This thing is ancient, and the your friend fucked up. Your friend fucked it up good. Nothing is ever gone forever though. So, I don't know. Maybe end of the night, we'll have something for you.
I
Wonderful.
appreciate your work. And
Yeah.
I see you keep on eating these cheese squares. There's some blood packs in the fridge if you want.
No, I saw. I'll get some later. It's brain food, you know.
I like you, Greg. You're a little strange, but you're a good kid.
Well, I'm very glad you like me. I am a hostage in your home.
Hostage? Hostage? Irene, is Greg a hostage?
No.
Am I
No,
allowed to
Greg.
leave?
No.
If you come
Okay,
back,
well, that's
if you come back, Greg, you're
I
one of us now.
You
I
can't
think
be a hostage if it's for your own good.
um well, I don't know if the letter of the law agrees with you, but
I also don't think the
whatever.
letter of the law agrees with you either, or any of us. So
No, no,
what's up?
listen, I'm not saying I'm gonna leave. Just wanted to be clear on where we stand here. I will say, and he like spins around. The beds here are wonderful though, so thank you for that. Much better than mine.
Yeah, of course. No expense. Whatever the saying is.
No expense spared.
That's why we keep you around, Greg.
I'm glad to hear that. I did mess with your Wi-Fi a bit, to give it a boost, so
The
bill's probably gonna be
Wi-Fi.
a little higher. Yeah,
What's that?
What's
it's
a
the
bill?
it's the, it's the box that gives me the internet. It, Never mind.
Oh,
I'm
the
kidding.
woofy, the woofy. I
The
understand.
whiffy.
Oh, good lord. All right, I'm gonna concentrate on this now. And pulls the hood, like over his face.
Is there anything you'd like us to bring back for you, before morning?
Picks up the box of Cheez-Its and shakes it.
I've got you. Cheese squares.
Um, Stop at the local CVS.
Yeah,
Cheez-Its for Greg.
that's what we pay him in.
Oh, what is this campaign? Um, and across town, where did Immaculata spend the night?
At Fur House. Where else?
And what kind of accommodations does Faye have?
It is a big, the castle-styled mansion. Because there's no point in having thoughts and resources if you're not gonna go ham with it.
I love that for Fair. So you arise with the night. Um, do you have? I assume you have like servants around the house, kind of.
I do. I have domestics,
Yeah.
and because of the Shabisi, Bane, I have to sleep surrounded by my possessions. So Immaculata just walks out of an Iron Maiden that leads into like a room where there's just people sprawled on the ground.
Cool.
They're alive, but
Absolutely. They are beginning to stir. Their schedules align with yours.
you mean their
And
schedules revolve around mine? What is this aligning bullshit?
my bad. And we'll go get anything that you need ready. Someone will come up to you with your phone, say, there's a message for you. And there was a message left by Imani asking you to make contact with Adam's coterie to keep an eye on them and exchange as much information as you could. See if you can get in on that meeting with Caius. If not, sort of just observe.
Cool.
And see if there's anything that they're hiding.
I assume I have like I at least Greg's contact info, maybe.
I don't know if they gave you Greg's contact
Yeah.
info.
I don't know how to get in touch with them.
I think you probably have my phone number because I
Yeah,
called you
Yeah,
guys.
you would have Irene's phone number.
Okay.
Because Snow had it.
So I will have someone dial it because I don't dial my own phone.
Oh my gosh.
You and Irene.
We're gonna be fast
Uh,
friends.
Best friends.
Yeah. She'll dial the phone and hand it to you. Or we'll hold it up next to your head, I assume.
No, it's on speaker on a silver platter.
Oh, okay. Gaze averted.
No, they just stare longingly. They're just blood thralls. It's okay.
Ah, okay. Okay. I see where we're going here. I like this. This is good. Irene, you get a phone call.
Hello?
Hello, is this Irene?
Yes, who's this?
This is Immaculada from last night.
Immaculata. Immaculata. Teo, do we know an Immaculata?
That's the beverage, right? Some tomato juice and then beer.
Oh, yes, I know that.
Charming. I was asked by the caitiff and the other soggy puppets to join you in your meeting if possible.
Oh. How very forward of them. Teo?
Yes. Oh yes, that's fine by me. I assume that Immaculata knows how to keep their nose out of all business. So
I feel like we probably don't have much of a choice here, so I guess that's fine.
just an observer. Just watch.
Yeah, don't.
Simply observing.
Yes.
We
My
don't want to
business
blow
is
this.
noses, as you say.
Yes, okay.
Whatever.
Fine by me, I suppose.
I assume you're just going to follow us there or something? I assume we don't have to tell you where we are because you guys are a bunch of, what is that word? Oh, stalkers?
They are. I do not have the time to be following you around, so I can meet you there or I can follow you there.
Fine, fine. I'll text you the address.
Perfect.
Goodbye. Was
Be
this
like-
the tall one?
Yes, the very attractive one.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad we said yes. I didn't want the other ones.
Evelyn.
Would you like Greg to send a text for you?
Yes.
Mm.
We
You
go
get
back inside the house so that he can.
you get the location of Irene and Teo, and you can head in that direction. It's a nice looking apartment building that Teo has like a suite in, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, and you can head up there. When you get up, you do see like down the hall in the background a very clearly like young Nosferatu at a bank of computers. He's got the fucked up face and with like the warts and the somewhat crooked jaw and all that. Like hoodie, just like big baggy hoodie pulled uh, over his head and a pair of like jorts.
We've got to get him working on some style there.
But upon
Why?
seeing him, I might just call out, like, do you have any infestation? Did you know that?
No, that's Greg.
Ha
Oh, that's the
ha.
Greg.
So
Yeah.
I meant no offense. I'm just not used to seeing you Nosferatu at the sewers.
It's okay. I'm a hostage.
Ah,
Maculata, please pay Greg some respect. Greg is a part of our group here with a fair cut of the cheese squares. He's not a hostage.
I want to make it
You're
very
not a hostage.
okay.
I would respect the situation more if he was indeed a hostage. I get that. You need somebody to do the clack clack and the machine.
And there is a knock knock at the door.
This knocking, does no one just walk in? Tail gets the door.
You go to the door. There is a very
Oh,
like
shit. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but as far as the knock knock, I was invited in, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you were called to meet up with us, yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, I need to know very specifically. Did you, when you opened the door, invite me in?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I take some willpower damage.
Tail would have definitely just invited you in.
There's a knock knock at the door. You open it up. There's a very like burly, beefy looking ghoul there, with like a pair of sunglasses and a suit. He says, "Mr. Sinclair is downstairs in his car and would like to meet with you."
Let's let me get some clothes on. As Tail has just been naked this whole entire time.
Take some clothes off.
Gets dressed and then let's see. We're gonna stick with the leather pants. Those seem to be a hit. The black leather pants. Let's do combat boots. You done the mesh sleeveless?
Yes. Do the silk.
Oh, the silk. Yeah.
The silk is classier.
Let's do the silk. The buttons don't exist for him. It's just
Or should they?
flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Yeah, and downstairs is the same black stretch limousine as before. You go down, the ghoul is standing next to the back door and looks over the three of you and nods to Immaculata and says, "Who's this?"
A cousin.
It's accurate. It's accurate.
It's accurate.
A couple of generations removed, but
Yes.
Or rather, different branches.
Okay. And the bodyguard will like crack the door open and lean his head in, and uh, come back out and say, your cousin may join you, but all weapons and spell books must be left with me.
Teo presents. Just spins around so that he has nothing on.
The same. I got nothing.
Irene never does.
I don't spin for anyone's amusement.
Respect.
They open the door, and sitting in there, as hot as ever, is one Caius Sinclair. With the same outfit as before, the overcoat, the nice pants, and like silk shirt with the vest, the crooked scythe amulet on. Yeah.
Teo kisses Caius' hand.
Ooh, thank you. Don't see a lot of that nowadays.
Winks at Irene.
You whore.
I am.
Teo kisses Irene's hand too.
So will Caius.
Thank you.
We just go around in a circle, kissing each other's hands.
Caius, please meet my cousin, Immaculata.
Yes, I am afraid you have me at a disadvantage here. I am not familiar with you, but I am happy to meet you. Caius Sinclair.
I will reach out a hand as well. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Sinclair. I tend to
Yeah.
keep my work at a lower profile.
Understood. Not everyone can. Not everyone has the space to be as well known, and that's fine. We need people like you. So, what brings you to join these fine kindred here?
I like to keep an eye on my little cousin. He is prone to getting himself in trouble, and I've taken it upon myself to watch over him.
Little cousin, is it? Interesting. He like leans back and puts his arm out across the seat, and says, "Well, have you had time to think on my offer?"
You must forgive us. It's been a harrowing 24 hours.
Hmm.
Go ahead and list each bullet point of the offer one more time.
Very well. Oh, we are at a sort of tipping point in the scales of power in this city. I and some others believe that right now might be the time to see someone new in charge, hypothetically speaking, of course. And if you would be willing to assist in such a undertaking, then your rewards would be many. You for one would have myself in your debt. I am, well, not to be self-aggrandizing, but
Please.
I'm rather important, and I can get you anything you desire.
That is
Immaculata
a really good offer, I must say.
really had me at the beginning of everything here.
Yeah. Well, I know good talent when I see it, and I'm willing to pay top dollar, as it were.
I do enjoy some top dollar.
Don't we all? You do present as people of finery. I appreciate that.
Cousin, how do you feel about this?
Seems if you're looking to work your way up in the world, this is good as offer as any.
And smart, too. I like you, I think. Friends, there is, to speak frankly, it's time for change. The people we have in charge now are pale imitations of the power that we once held. And, well, it's time that we revert back to our true selves. We shouldn't have to hide in the shadows, should we? We should be in the spotlight.
So, are you saying to hell with the masquerade?
Well, oh, me, I'm not saying much of anything. I'm saying simply that our people are owed more than we get. You can interpret that how you will.
And so, if we are looking to put someone else in power, who would that be?
Well, it would
After all,
have
this is San Francisco, not Cleveland, Ohio.
to. Yes, it's noisier here. Well, if someone else were to be in power, hypothetically, it would have to be someone with a not insubstantial following already, someone with experience running things, and dare I say, a vision for the future.
And I
Do you
agree
not
with you.
agree?
Irene would be wonderful for that. My love here is all those things you described and more.
Ew.
Well,
Charmer.
while I don't doubt that that's true,
Take my cousin here then. That would be amazing. And again, hits all those marks and more.
From Shovelhead to Prince, everyone loves the story of redemption.
And Faye has an iron grip.
and all of you will hold top positions in the new world.
Yes, but Teo will hold the top, I'm sure. Because he has all of those qualifications indeed, and quite a substantial amount of wealth amassed, which.
Oh, please.
Can I tell what kind of kindred Sinclair is?
Make a
Gonna roll a math rock.
Yeah, you get to roll a math rock. Either either intelligence occult or intelligence etiquette.
Okay.
Your choice. Do tell me what you roll though.
I'm gonna go for intelligence etiquette.
All right. Math rocks, math rocks, math rocks.
Hey, that's
They
a
go
5 on a crit.
They go click clack. Nice. Um, he holds himself. He definitely holds himself as someone who is familiar with power. Um, your immediate guesses are like Ventru, uh, uh,
Like
Toreador, or
one of the high clans.
yeah, like Ventru, Toreador, Tremere. Um, but I don't know, it doesn't seem aggressive enough to be a Ventru. So best guess would either be Tremere or a Toreador.
Word.
He sighs and says, "All right, I am. I approached you because I think you have something that you can offer to me. Um, but if I was mistaken and you think this all to be a big joke, I can simply leave now."
I don't see a clown here with us, so I don't think there are any jokes being told. Clown business called.
Patience is an important characteristic in a leader, Mr. Sinclair. You understand. This is our own version of a little test.
I understand the importance of patience. More than you do, I imagine.
But
What
you
I
must understand that talking around all of these issues doesn't inspire much hope or, how do you put it? Confidence? If you would like to be or intend to be the leader of this new order, I see no issue in just saying that. If you would like to dissolve the masquerade, I see no issue in just saying that. You don't seem to have a great amount of trust in us, yet you are telling us all of these things in very vague terms. It's frankly illogical to me, at the very least. You shouldn't leave us to make our own assumptions.
Child, I speak the way I do because I have faith in you to, how you say, make the assumptions, to make the right ones, to understand what I am saying without me having to say it. I have been he like takes a second to compose himself. Says, "These plans have been underway for quite a long time. Longer, I think, than you could know, and I am not about to have them stopped by some Toreador or some Hecata who feels the need to blab to the prince about why I'm really here. So, if I speak around the subject, it is simply to absolve myself of any guilt, hypothetically."
Hmm. Well then, how do we feel? Shall we take this offer?
I like him.
Yes, I know. But do you like the deal?
I like the deal.
Do you like the deal because you like the deal, or do you like the deal because you like him?
I like the deal because I like the deal, which is the same thing as liking him.
No, it isn't. Irene. Immaculata.
It's a solid deal. And there's never any harm in keeping your options open.
See, I know Immaculata likes the deal because of the deal, not because of him.
The
Imagine
deal.
liking a him. Couldn't imagine.
Kai struggles.
Well, Mr. Guy Sinclair, I believe we have a, and Teo looks back and forth at both of you. Deal?
Fantastic. It's good to know that I have more allies in the city. I trust that the remaining member of your coterie will sign on as well.
I cannot speak for a clown, but a separate deal must be made with them, I'm sure, but we'll see.
The clown's going to like the deal. For the deal. Alright? I know Zara.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And they'll extend a hand out. Does anyone take
Yeah.
it?
So we all take it at the same
Yeah.
time.
We all take it at the same time.
Like, sneaks handshakes.
I'll give each of you a handshake, and you get a little static shock when you do. And he'll tap on the window, and the bodyguard or the ghoul will open up the door for you all to step out. As you do, Kais will take out a flip phone and hand it to Teo and say, "For when I next need to get in contact with you."
Of course. I'll have Greg look at this. In pocket.
That little Nosferatu boy.
No, not that one. There's another Greg.
I'm sure.
This is a city of millions of people. There are multiple Gregs.
We collect Gregs.
Greg collectors.
I'm sure. And door closes, and the car will drive off.
Tail like looks over at the flip phone. This is a bit outdated, no?
It's probably just for the aesthetic. He looks like he likes a show.
Well, I suppose we go back to work now.
Do you know what really sealed it for me? It was the guilt. I like guilt in a man.
Honestly, it seemed. I don't like it when someone has to skirt around things like that. If
Oh,
you
no.
Oh, you're going like that to kill him before this is through. He seems the type to take the jewels and leave you holding the bag, as it were.
Yeah.
We are not going to kill him.
Hypothetically.
No, we're not going to do that. We are going to be very good and
Of
loyal
course.
and maybe fuck him. I don't know. And
Irene, it's a joke.
Irene takes out a piece of paper and writes down, like, is this phone bugged or some shit? Like, don't say that shit.
Oh no.
I was a shovelhead. I threatened to kill everyone.
Yes.
Teo just like shrugs, puts the phone in his back pocket, and then heads to the car.
All right. Where are you all headed?
first things first, phone going to Greg, right?
Fun to go to Greg.
Yeah. And then
Alright.
I suppose we should go back to Imani.
You head back up and pass the phone to Greg. And
Are there bugs in this, Greg?
is the phone bugged? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, so there are bugs in it.
Okay. I don't know, give me like 20 minutes. We'll sit down and like look at the back and be like, I mean, physically nothing. No. We'll plug it in and type. Nosferatu noises. Um, toss it back to you and go, nope, looks clean. Pretty standard burner.
Thank you, Greg.
I don't like that he knew about Greg.
You knew
this
about
Greg.
me?
No, not this Greg. He was speaking of another Greg.
I'm safe here, right? Because like my home had a lot of security.
Safer than you were at your home. Yes.
All right, cool. Remember more Cheez-Its.
Yes, I'm going to the big warehouse store, and then I'll get you the big boxes.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, get back to work, Greg. And shall we go visit Imani and share the news?
Sounds like a
Sounds
plan.
good.
As you head down to go to your car, Irene, you get a phone call from Zara.
Hello?
You pick it up, and all you hear on the other end is static.
It's Zara.
And then it cuts out.
All right.
It's Zara, you said.
Well, I assume
Sorry,
so.
I should specify. It doesn't say it's from Zara because Zara has no phone.
Mhm.
But it is. You recognize it as a number that Zara gave you for the circus.
We recognize the static.
I suppose we should be heading to the circus now.
All right. And with that, I think we will call it for the evening. We don't want to get too far without our resident La Sombra. That's my bad on the telephone thing. I did remember Zara doesn't own a phone because Z can't operate one. So, tiny little retcon there. It's fine. I'm an imperfect human, not a kindred, unfortunately. I wish. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna go around and do our outros. Let's go in the same order we did our intros in, which means we get to start with Julio.
That's me. Hi, I'm Julio. You can find me on the internet at Poppy Champlu, all over the place. Give it a look. Yeah, you can find me here on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's about it for now.
Cleric, what you up to?
Where's Claire?
Hello.
That way.
You can find me on Twitter at Clerical Cleric, or on Twitch at Clerical Clerics with an S at the end. I don't have anything super fun to share this week, but come hang out if you want.
And our newest friend.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's a pleasure for me to be here, so thank you for having me. I've been Velvet. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar, mainly the Bird app, and here on Twitch. Going through Disco Elysium, so watch me bumble through that. You can find me Sunday evenings at Honey and Dice's channel for Clockwork Vine Season 2, Saturday evenings on the Bard's Playhouse for Fall of London, another Vampire 5e campaign. And that's it for now.
And I have been your storyteller, Rowan. You can find me on the internets as at RedWhiteRP. Uh, I am a writer, streamer, editor, sensitivity reader, professional dice cruncher. You can hire me to do any of those things. I'll GM a game for you if you want. Just give me some money, or let me stream it. Either one. Um, you can catch me later tonight over on Honey and Dice for Clockwork Vines, Alstromeria Alley, a botanical steampunk Call of Cthulhu game. And I believe that's the only other thing I'm doing right now. Wow, what a wild thing not having my schedule completely packed with uh, various bullshits. Um, Tonight that's gonna be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Please stop by if you can. It's a lot of fun. We have 2 episodes left in the season, and I'm probably gonna get to punch some more things. Yeah. Next week we will have next week we should have our whole coterie together again. And Zara and Immaculata get to meet, which I'm so excited about.
It's gonna be fun.
The Clown and the Dragon. Oh, that'll be a good episode title. Anyways, good night, everybody. We will see you around. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.